12 Laws of Karma. Laws that will change your life. Written and published by Truth of Life. Preface. In a world driven by invisible forces that shape our lives, the concept of karma stands out as a profound and enduring principle. Originating from ancient Eastern philosophies, karma is often summed up by the phrase, "What you sow, you will reap." This fundamental idea suggests that our actions, thoughts, and intentions have a direct impact on our future. However, the richness of karma extends far beyond this simple cause and effect equation, offering a roadmap for ethical living and spiritual enlightenment. Karma is a Sanskrit word meaning action, word, or deed. Traditionally, it refers to the cycle of cause and effect where everyone's actions influence their future, not just in this life but in future lives as well. This concept is central to several Eastern religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Each tradition offers its own nuances to understanding karma, yet all agree on its importance as a guiding principle for ethical conduct. In Hinduism, karma is intricately linked to the cycle of rebirth, where the sum of a person's actions determines their fate in future incarnations. Buddhists expand this concept to emphasize intentionality behind actions, suggesting that even thoughts can generate karmic energy. Jain philosophy presents karma as a material substance that clings to a soul, affecting its spiritual purity and the physical realm in which it exists. Western interpretations of karma often focus on its immediate practical implications, suggesting a straightforward cause and effect relationship in one's current life. Despite varying interpretations, the core idea remains: our actions have consequences that shape the universe and our place within it. 12 Laws of Karma, laws that will change your life, is not merely an exploration of philosophical ideals. It is a guide designed to transform this wisdom into actionable change within your daily life. Understanding karma offers more than spiritual insight. It provides a framework for living with greater purpose, balance, and harmony. By engaging with these 12 laws, you can begin to direct the course of your life more consciously, choosing actions that foster positive outcomes not only for yourself but for the world around you. This book aims to demystify the principles of karma and make them accessible and relevant to a modern audience. You will discover how these ancient laws can be applied to contemporary issues, from personal relationships and career development to broader societal challenges. Each chapter of this book is dedicated to one of the 12 laws of karma. The chapters are structured to provide a deep dive into the philosophical underpinnings of each law, followed by practical applications and tips for integrating these principles into your everyday life. To get the most out of this book, engage with it actively. Reflect on the descriptions and teachings of each karmic law. Participate in exercises designed to help you apply these laws in practical ways. Consider the life changes suggested and how they might be adapted to your personal circumstances. Readers are encouraged to approach this book not as a linear text but as a resource to be consulted again and again. Each chapter stands alone, allowing you to focus on the laws that most resonate with your current life situations. As you evolve, different laws may take on new significance, offering fresh insights and guidance. Chapter 1. The Great Law, Law of Cause and Effect. The Great Law, succinctly summarized by the adage, "As you sow, so shall you reap," lays the groundwork for understanding karma. It teaches that every action, every thought, and every intention we set forth initiates a series of causes and effects that will eventually circle back to us. This principle transcends spiritual boundaries, echoing through various philosophical and moral frameworks across different cultures. Embracing this law encourages us to live mindfully, constantly aware of the impact of our actions. It is not simply about facing retribution or receiving rewards. It's an acknowledgement of the universe's inherent balance and fairness. The law urges us to consider the ripple effects of our deeds and thoughts, fostering a life lived with intention and ethical awareness. Throughout history, the concept of cause and effect has been a pivotal theme in many philosophical teachings. In the realm of Western philosophy, it resonates with the idea of determinism, which posits that all events, including human actions, are determined by preceding events. In Eastern thought, particularly within Hinduism and Buddhism, it shapes not only the metaphysical but also the ethical landscape, providing a pathway to spiritual enlightenment. By teaching us that our present reality stems from past actions, the Great Law empowers us to shape our future. It presents a dynamic interplay between destiny and free will, suggesting that through conscious, moral action, we can influence the course of our lives. This perspective invites us to take responsibility for our future, crafting it with deliberate and thoughtful actions today. Incorporating the Great Law into your daily routine begins with an acute awareness of your actions and their potential repercussions. Each morning, taking a moment to reflect on the type of consequences you wish to generate can set a positive tone for the day. When facing decisions, particularly significant ones, it's beneficial to pause and consider the potential impacts of your choices. Ask yourself if these actions align with your deepest values and how they might affect others. Maintaining a daily journal can also be transformative. By documenting your actions and reflecting on their immediate and extended effects, you become more attuned to the consequences of even the smallest decisions. Furthermore, reviewing your interactions at day's end helps you understand whether your behavior has sown seeds of kindness and cooperation or perhaps unintended discord. The real-life implications of consistently applying the Great Law are profound. Individuals who cultivate positive actions tend to experience more supportive and positive responses from the world around them. Conversely, negative actions, while they may yield short-term gains, typically lead to undesirable long-term outcomes. The life of a business leader who shifted from cutthroat tactics to a focus on cooperation and ethics illustrates this beautifully. By changing his approach, he not only enhanced his company's culture but also his personal life, showing that ethical practices can lead to sustainable success. Through stories like these, we see the tangible effects of living according to the Great Law. These narratives not only demonstrate the law's practical impact but also inspire us to reflect on our actions and their long-term effects on our lives and the lives of others. Chapter 2. The Law of Creation. The law of creation speaks to a vital truth. Life doesn't just happen to us. We are active participants in crafting our reality. This law underscores the principle that our engagement and effort are necessary components in manifesting the lives we desire. Echoing the wisdom of George Bernard Shaw, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. This proactive approach is crucial in understanding that our daily actions and decisions directly shape our future. The law of creation teaches that the world around us is not fixed and unchangeable, but rather a dynamic canvas on which we can paint our destinies. It's not enough to passively wish for a different life. One must take decisive, conscious actions to make it happen. This law encourages us to step out of the role of bystanders in our own lives and assume the mantle of creators. By accepting this role, we recognize that every moment offers a new opportunity to steer our lives in the direction we choose. Whether it's changing careers, improving relationships, or cultivating new skills, the power lies within our choices and actions. This proactive stance is a powerful antidote to feelings of helplessness and stagnation. Integrating the law of creation into everyday life involves several actionable steps. It starts with setting clear, actionable goals. Without a destination in mind, it's difficult to chart a course. Once these goals are set, the next step is to break them down into smaller, manageable actions that can be integrated into daily routines. Visualization is another powerful tool in the law of creation. By regularly visualizing the life you wish to lead, you align your subconscious mind with your goals, which in turn influences your daily decisions and actions. This practice has been supported by athletes and successful business leaders alike, who use visualization to enhance performance and achieve significant outcomes. Additionally, adopting a mindset of resilience and adaptability is crucial. The path to creating your desired life is rarely straight. It requires the ability to navigate obstacles and setbacks with a positive outlook. This adaptability allows you to learn from each experience and use those lessons to continue moving forward. Real-life examples of the law of creation in action can be incredibly inspiring. Consider the story of a writer who dreamed of publishing a novel. By setting daily writing goals, actively seeking feedback, and continuously refining their craft, the writer was able to turn a dream into a tangible reality, a published book. Another example is that of an entrepreneur who visualized owning a successful cafe. Through meticulous planning, securing funding, and engaging with the community, they were able to open and sustain a thriving business. These stories highlight that while the universe plays a role in our lives, it is our actions, fueled by intention and effort, that ultimately shape our realities. They exemplify the proactive essence of the law of creation, showing that with determination and active engagement, we can indeed create the life we envision. Chapter 3. The Law of Humility. The law of humility is a profound principle that underscores the necessity of accepting reality as it is before we can hope to change it. This law aligns with the wise words of James Baldwin, who noted, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced." Humility, in this context, is about recognizing and accepting our current circumstances, our strengths, and our limitations without pretense or denial. Acceptance is often mistaken for passivity, but in the context of the law of humility, it is an active, powerful stance. It involves acknowledging the truth of our situations, including the aspects we might wish were different. This acceptance does not mean resignation. Rather, it's the first step toward genuine change. By accepting reality, we are better positioned to understand what can be changed and what must be endured or adapted to. The law of humility also teaches us to accept that we are not the center of the universe. This realization can be both humbling and liberating, as it opens us up to a more objective view of our lives and our interactions with others. It challenges us to look beyond ourselves and consider our place within the broader context of society and the natural world. Integrating humility into daily life involves several practical steps. One effective practice is meditation focused on acceptance. This can help cultivate a state of mind that acknowledges and accepts thoughts and feelings without judgment, fostering a deeper understanding of oneself and one's place in the world. Another exercise involves engaging in regular self-reflection, perhaps through journaling or discussion with trusted friends or mentors. This reflection can focus on instances where you might have assumed more control or influence than you actually had, or times when acknowledging a mistake led to significant personal growth. Additionally, seeking out and considering feedback from others can be invaluable. Feedback, especially when it challenges our self-perceptions, can be a powerful tool for growth and increased self-awareness. Embracing humility can lead to profound changes in how we approach life and interact with others. For instance, by accepting that we do not have all the answers, we become more open to learning and experiencing new things. This openness can lead to enhanced personal and professional growth. Real-life stories of humility's impact often involve individuals facing significant challenges or setbacks. Consider the story of a business leader who, after facing a major professional failure, took the opportunity to reassess and ultimately redirect their career path, leading to greater fulfillment and success. Another example is someone who, by accepting and adjusting to a difficult health diagnosis, found strength in vulnerability and forged deeper connections with family and friends. These examples show that humility, far from being a weakness, is a source of strength. It allows individuals to grow by accepting the truth of their circumstances and focusing on what can be constructively changed. Chapter 4. The Law of Growth. The law of growth centers on a fundamental truth: the only real change happens within us. This principle resonates with the notion that wherever you go, there you are, underscoring that our external circumstances will only change when we do internally. Personal growth and self-improvement are at the heart of this law, highlighting the importance of our own actions and mindsets over trying to change others around us. This law teaches that our development is not contingent upon the places we find ourselves or the people around us. Rather, it depends solely on our own willingness to grow and evolve. The philosopher Epictetus captured this idea eloquently when he stated, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." It's our perception and actions that define our reality, not external factors. To truly embody the law of growth, one must adopt a proactive approach to personal development. This involves continually assessing and adjusting our thoughts, behaviors, and attitudes in pursuit of a more fulfilled and effective life. By focusing on our inner selves, we ensure that no matter where we go or what situation we are in, we carry with us the potential for personal evolution. Implementing the law of growth into daily life can be done through various self-improvement practices. Regular self-reflection is crucial, as it allows us to see clearly where we are and where we need to grow. Tools like journaling, mindfulness meditation, and therapy can facilitate this introspective process, helping to identify limiting beliefs and behaviors that need changing. Another powerful practice is setting specific, achievable personal goals. These goals should be oriented towards self-improvement, such as learning a new skill, improving emotional intelligence, or cultivating healthier relationships. By setting and pursuing these goals, we actively participate in our own growth process. Education and learning new perspectives also play a significant role in personal growth. Engaging with diverse viewpoints and challenging our preconceived notions can lead to significant insights and developments in how we understand the world and our place within it. The impact of prioritizing personal growth is often profound, affecting every aspect of life. Individuals who embrace the law of growth frequently experience improvements not only in their personal lives but also in their professional environments and social interactions. Consider the story of an individual who, after years of feeling stuck in a career that didn't fulfill them, decided to focus on personal development. By acquiring new skills and gaining confidence, they were able to transition to a role that was more in line with their passions and values. This not only led to greater job satisfaction but also improved their overall well-being and relationships with others. Another example is someone who focused on developing greater empathy and understanding. This shift in perspective transformed their relationships, leading to deeper connections and a more supportive social network. These changes underscore the power of internal growth to create lasting, positive changes in all areas of life. Chapter 5. The Law of Responsibility. The law of responsibility teaches that our personal environment reflects our inner state. This law compels us to look inward and acknowledge that we are ultimately responsible for our lives, including the situations we find ourselves in and the people who surround us. The adage, "We do not attract what we want, but what we are," captures the essence of this principle. Recognizing that our external circumstances mirror our internal conditions invites a profound level of self-reflection and accountability. It challenges the common tendency to blame external factors for our misfortunes or difficulties. Instead, it encourages us to play our part in creating these circumstances through our choices, behaviors, and attitudes. This self-ownership is the first step toward making meaningful changes in our lives. Practically, this law suggests that if we find ourselves repeatedly encountering certain types of problems or attracting similar kinds of relationships, we need to consider how our inner world might be contributing to these patterns. For example, someone who constantly experiences conflict might benefit from examining their own communication styles or emotional responses. The process of taking responsibility can be transformative but challenging. It requires not only identifying the aspects of our lives that reflect our inner state but also committing to personal changes that can influence our external world. One practical method for fostering this change is through the practice of mindfulness. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and reactions, we can begin to see how they influence our interactions and shape our reality. Mindfulness can help us respond to life's challenges with more clarity and less reactivity, which in turn can alter the nature of our experiences and relationships. Setting boundaries is another important aspect of taking responsibility. This involves defining what is acceptable and what is not in our relationships and ensuring that these boundaries are communicated and respected. This not only improves our own well-being but also enhances the quality of our interactions with others. Real-life examples of people embodying the law of responsibility often show significant shifts in their personal and professional lives. Consider the case of an individual who felt stuck in unfulfilling relationships and a lackluster career. By taking responsibility for their part in these dynamics, they began to make more deliberate choices, seeking out healthier relationships and more rewarding professional opportunities. This shift not only changed their circumstances but also led to a deeper sense of self-worth and empowerment. Another example involves someone who struggled with financial instability. Upon reflecting on their spending habits and financial decisions, they took responsibility for their financial health, implementing a budget and financial planning. This not only improved their financial situation but also reduced their stress levels and increased their overall life satisfaction. Chapter 6. The Law of Connection. The law of connection posits that everything in the universe is interconnected, from the smallest atoms to the largest stars, from our innermost thoughts to the most external of our actions. This law teaches that no part of our lives is isolated. Every thought, word, and action contributes to the whole of our existence and influences the world around us. As John Muir famously stated, when we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. This law highlights the importance of recognizing how our actions, even the seemingly small and insignificant ones, have repercussions that extend beyond our immediate perception. Every kind of action, every word of encouragement, and even our thoughts create ripples that affect the broader tapestry of life. This understanding encourages us to be mindful of how we live our lives, pushing us to act with intention and compassion. To practically apply the law of connection, one might start by acknowledging how daily interactions affect personal well-being and the well-being of others. For example, a simple smile or a thoughtful word can brighten someone's day, potentially setting a positive tone for their interactions with others. This chain reaction underscores the power of our connectedness through simple, daily actions. One effective way to deepen our sense of connection is through the practice of gratitude. Regularly expressing gratitude for the people and situations in our lives fosters an awareness of our interdependence and the value of every interaction. Keeping a gratitude journal or sharing gratitude verbally can amplify this effect, enhancing our appreciation for the interconnectedness of life. Another exercise involves practicing active listening during conversations. This not only improves relationships but also enhances our understanding of how deeply we are connected to others. By genuinely listening to others, we validate their experiences and feelings, which builds stronger, more empathetic connections. Meditation focused on the concept of oneness can also help cultivate a sense of universal connection. Such meditations encourage us to visualize our link to all beings in the environment, fostering a profound understanding of our role within a larger context. Stories of transformation through the law of connection often highlight how individuals can influence their communities and environments significantly. Consider the story of a community leader who fostered a sense of unity in a fragmented neighborhood. By organizing community events and encouraging residents to share their stories and support each other, they cultivated a stronger, more cohesive community. This not only improved individual lives but also enhanced the collective well-being of the neighborhood. Chapter 7. The Law of Focus. The law of focus underscores a fundamental truth. We cannot concentrate on two things at once. By focusing our energy on higher values and meaningful goals, we eliminate the distractions that often lead us astray. This law emphasizes the power of concentration and the importance of directing our mental and emotional energies toward constructive and positive outcomes. The essence of this law lies in its call to prioritize what truly matters and to dedicate ourselves fully to these pursuits. It teaches us that scattered attention leads to scattered results, while focused effort brings about significant achievements. As the ancient proverb wisely states, energy flows where attention goes. This principle highlights the importance of aligning our actions with our deepest values and intentions. To practically implement the law of focus, it's essential to identify the core values and goals that guide your life. Once these are clear, you can begin to structure your activities and decisions around them, ensuring that your daily actions reflect your broader life aspirations. This alignment is crucial for maintaining focus and not getting sidetracked by lesser priorities or distractions. One effective method for enhancing focus is to practice mindfulness meditation. This technique helps in training the mind to concentrate on a single point of reference, such as the breath, which can improve overall attention control in daily life. Regular meditation has been shown to reduce stress and increase clarity of thought, both of which contribute to better focus. Another strategy involves creating environments that support concentrated efforts. This can mean organizing physical spaces to reduce clutter and distractions, setting specific times for focused work, or using tools like timers to encourage intense work periods followed by breaks. These practices help in cultivating a discipline of focus that can significantly improve productivity and effectiveness. The benefits of mastering the law of focus can be seen in numerous success stories. For example, consider an artist who dedicates specific hours of their day to their craft, undistracted by social media or other interruptions. This disciplined approach allows for deeper creativity and productivity, resulting in more profound artistic achievements. Similarly, a student who focuses their studies on a specific field, ignoring distractions and prioritizing their academic work, often achieves high levels of success and expertise. This focused approach not only leads to academic accolades but also prepares them for significant contributions in their chosen field. Real-life applications of the law of focus show that when individuals concentrate their efforts on their most important goals, they not only achieve those goals more effectively but also experience a greater sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. This law teaches us that by narrowing our focus, we amplify our impact. Chapter 8. The Law of Giving and Hospitality. The law of giving and hospitality revolves around the principle that demonstrating our selflessness shows our true intentions and aligns us with positive energies in the universe. This law is grounded in the belief that what we give to others, we give to ourselves, embodying the spirit of generosity and hospitality as essential aspects of a fulfilled life. At its core, this law teaches that the act of giving, whether it's time, resources, or kindness, is a powerful expression of our values and intentions. As the saying goes, the heart that gives, gathers. By sharing generously without expectation of return, we not only enrich the lives of others but also enhance our own spiritual and emotional well-being. To integrate this principle into daily life, start by looking for opportunities to help others. This can be as simple as offering a compliment, volunteering your time, or donating to causes that resonate with your values. The key is to give wholeheartedly and with genuine intent, fostering a sense of connection and community. Hospitality extends beyond mere giving. It involves creating a welcoming, supportive space for others. This can be practiced in personal interactions, where listening and empathy play crucial roles, or in more structured settings like hosting gatherings or community events that bring people together in meaningful ways. Another aspect of hospitality involves being open to receiving. Often, allowing others to give to us can be as significant as our own acts of giving, creating a balanced cycle of generosity and gratitude. Encourage and accept the contributions of others with grace, acknowledging that hospitality is a two-way street. Real-life stories often illustrate the transformative power of this law. For example, consider a business owner who makes it a practice to provide mentorship to young entrepreneurs. Their commitment to giving back not only helps budding professionals but also fosters a broader culture of mentorship within the community. Another example involves someone who regularly opens their home to host community meetings or support groups. This act of hospitality creates a safe and nurturing space for individuals to connect and support one another, strengthening community ties and promoting collective well-being. The practice of giving and hospitality invariably leads to personal growth. Those who give freely often find that they receive abundant joy, satisfaction, and connection in return. This exchange enriches lives, promoting a sense of purpose and fulfillment. The act of giving can lead to unexpected opportunities and blessings. As we open our hearts and resources to others, we often find that the universe reciprocates in kind, bringing us experiences, relationships, and successes that we might not have otherwise encountered. Chapter 9. The Law of Here and Now. The law of here and now emphasizes the critical importance of living in the present moment. It is grounded in the understanding that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future can prevent us from experiencing life fully as it unfolds. This law resonates with the profound insight of Eckhart Tolle, who teaches, "The power for creating a better future is contained in the present moment. You create a good future by creating a good present." Living in the present is more than a practice. It's a philosophy that encourages us to engage fully with the here and now, appreciating each moment's richness and potential. This focus helps us avoid the traps of regret or anxiety associated with past and future events. By centering our attention on the present, we open ourselves to the opportunities and beauty available right now, which can lead to a more fulfilling and joyful life. Implementing the law of here and now can start with simple mindfulness practices. For instance, engaging in regular mindfulness meditation can help cultivate a state of awareness where thoughts and feelings are observed without judgment, anchoring us in the current moment. Another effective technique is the practice of deep, focused breathing. Whenever you find your mind wandering to past regrets or future worries, a few deliberate, deep breaths can bring your focus back to the present. This not only calms the mind but also reconnects you with the physical sensations of the now, grounding you in the reality of the moment. Additionally, actively engaging your senses during everyday activities can enhance your present moment awareness. Whether it's savoring the flavors during a meal, listening intently to the sounds around you, or observing the intricate visual details of your environment, these practices can deepen your connection to the present. The benefits of practicing the law of here and now are vast. Individuals who focus on the present tend to experience reduced stress and anxiety, as they are not overly preoccupied with what has been or what will be. They often report higher levels of happiness and satisfaction, as they appreciate and make the most of the life happening around them. Consider the story of a professional who, after learning to focus on the present, found that their interactions at work and at home became more meaningful and productive. They were able to listen better, respond more effectively, and enjoy deeper connections with colleagues and loved ones. Living fully in the present moment also enhances your ability to deal with life's challenges in a more balanced and effective manner. When we are fully engaged in the now, we are better equipped to make decisions that are thoughtful and considerate of the current context, rather than being reactionary to past experiences or anxious about future possibilities. Chapter 10. The Law of Change. The law of change is a fundamental principle that asserts history will continue to repeat itself until we learn the lessons that it is meant to teach us. This law suggests that personal and societal progress is contingent upon our ability to embrace and learn from change. As Heraclitus famously stated, "The only constant in life is change," underscoring the inevitability and necessity of transformation for growth. Understanding the law of change involves recognizing that each experience, especially challenging ones, comes with a lesson that can help us evolve. By embracing these lessons and integrating them into our lives, we prevent the repetition of past mistakes and open ourselves to new possibilities and improvements. One effective way to embrace change is through reflective practice. This could involve regular self-assessment, where you look back at significant events and consider what they taught you. Reflecting on what went well and what could have been done differently can help you apply these lessons to future scenarios, ensuring continuous growth. Another practical application of this law is the cultivation of adaptability skills. Being open to change and ready to adjust your strategies and plans allows you to navigate life's unpredictability more effectively. This could mean developing new skills that are in demand, staying informed about changes in your field, or even reevaluating your goals to align with new realities. The transformative power of the law of change is evident in numerous success stories. Consider the tale of an entrepreneur who, after a failed business venture, took the lessons learned to heart and successfully launched a new venture that addressed past shortcomings. Their ability to learn from failure and embrace change was key to their eventual success. Another example is that of an individual who faced a significant personal loss. By accepting this change and working through their grief with support and therapy, they eventually found new strength and purpose, using their experience to help others in similar situations. Adopting the law of change also impacts everyday life. It encourages a mindset that is less resistant to the inevitable shifts and turns of existence. Individuals who embrace change rather than resist it tend to experience less stress and anxiety when faced with new challenges. They're more likely to see change as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Chapter 11. The Law of Patience and Reward. The law of patience and reward teaches that the most valuable rewards require persistence, patience, and a steadfast commitment to long-term goals. This principle reflects the understanding that instant gratification is often fleeting and that true satisfaction and achievement come from sustained effort and dedication. As the ancient adage advises, patience is a virtue. This law affirms that virtue often leads to profound rewards. Patience is more than just waiting. It's an active engagement in the process of progression towards a goal, maintaining a positive attitude and persistent effort despite challenges or delays. This approach helps us appreciate the journey itself, not just the destination, and recognize the growth and learning that occur along the way. Cultivating patience can be approached through various practices that enhance your ability to persevere. Mindfulness meditation is one powerful tool, as it trains the mind to focus on the present moment, reducing impulsivity and fostering a greater tolerance for passing time. Another strategy is goal setting, which involves breaking larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks, providing frequent milestones that offer a sense of progress and achievement. Setting realistic expectations is also crucial. By understanding and accepting the time and effort required to achieve significant goals, you can better manage feelings of frustration or impatience that might arise. The rewards of patience are manifold and impactful. On a personal level, individuals who practice patience often experience lower levels of stress and anxiety, as they are less driven by a need for immediate results and more attuned to the natural progression of life's rhythms. They also tend to have more stable and satisfying relationships, as patience allows them to handle interpersonal challenges with calm and empathy. Professionally, patience can lead to substantial achievements. Consider the story of a scientist who spent years researching and testing hypotheses to finally make a breakthrough discovery. Their patience and persistent effort not only led to personal fulfillment and professional accolades but also contributed valuable knowledge to their field. Implementing the law of patience and reward in daily life can transform how we approach both personal and professional challenges. By viewing patience as an essential component of success, we can fully engage with our endeavors, confident that our efforts will yield results in due time. For instance, an artist might spend months or even years perfecting a technique or completing a piece of art. The final product, enriched by time and careful attention, often holds deeper value and resonance, both for the creator and for those who experience the final work. Chapter 12. The Law of Significance and Inspiration. The law of significance and inspiration emphasizes that the value and impact of our actions are directly related to the energy and intent we invest in them. This principle teaches us that meaningful contributions require not just action but inspired action. It asserts that the true worth of our endeavors is measured not by their scale alone but by the depth of commitment and the authenticity of our intentions. This law highlights the importance of doing things that are not only effective but also resonate deeply with our values and passions. When we engage in activities that inspire us and align with our deeper sense of purpose, we bring a level of energy and enthusiasm that magnifies their impact. As Steve Jobs famously said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." This sentiment encapsulates the essence of significance and inspiration. Finding joy and meaning in our actions ensures that they are not only successful but also fulfilling. To integrate the law of significance and inspiration into your life, start by identifying what truly matters to you. What are your passions? What inspires you? Once you have clarity on these questions, you can begin to align your actions more closely with these elements. Engaging in regular reflective practices, such as journaling or meditation, can help maintain an awareness of your motivations and ensure that your actions continue to align with your values. Setting goals based on your inspirations rather than external expectations also plays a crucial role in this process. The rewards of living according to the law of significance and inspiration are profound. Individuals who apply this law often find greater satisfaction in their work and personal lives, as they are not only achieving goals but are doing so in a way that is deeply meaningful to them. This alignment between action and personal values can lead to enhanced well-being and a sense of accomplishment that goes beyond ordinary success. For example, consider a social worker who is driven by a deep passion for helping underprivileged children. Their commitment and inspired efforts not only improve the lives of the children they work with, but also bring a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose to their own life. Incorporating the law of significance and inspiration into daily activities ensures that even small actions can have a big impact. When actions are inspired and carried out with intent, they create positive changes that ripple outward, influencing others and the broader community. For instance, a teacher who brings creativity and passion to the classroom inspires students not just to learn but to love learning. This influence can shape students' attitudes toward education throughout their lives, illustrating how inspired actions can have significant, long-lasting effects. Integrating the 12 laws of karma into everyday life. As we conclude our journey through the 12 laws of karma, laws that will change your life, we reflect on the profound wisdom each law has imparted. These principles, derived from age-old spiritual traditions, offer more than philosophical insights. They provide practical strategies for fostering a life of balance, fulfillment, and harmony. In this final chapter, we will summarize the key lessons from each law and discuss how to weave these principles seamlessly into the fabric of our daily lives. We began with the Great Law, learning that our actions and intentions directly influence our future, teaching us the foundational principle of cause and effect. Through the law of creation, we discovered the power of proactive engagement in shaping our reality. The law of humility reminded us of the importance of acceptance as the precursor to change, while the law of growth emphasized that personal change is the only true path to changing our circumstances. The law of responsibility reinforced that our surroundings reflect our inner state, urging us to take charge of our lives. The law of connection highlighted the interconnected nature of the universe and our place within it, encouraging us to act with awareness of our impact on others. Through the law of focus, we learned the importance of concentrating our energies on what truly matters, eliminating distractions that cloud our goals. The law of giving and hospitality demonstrated that generosity and openness enrich both the giver and the receiver, creating cycles of positive interactions. The law of here and now focused on the power of living in the moment, freeing us from the burdens of past regrets and future anxieties. The law of change taught us that adaptability is key to personal evolution and overcoming repetitive challenges. In the law of patience and reward, we found that enduring commitment is essential for achieving lasting success. And finally, the law of significance and inspiration showed us that the value of our actions is determined by the energy and intent behind them. To integrate these laws into your daily life, start by choosing one law each week to focus on. Reflect on its principles each morning, and find ways to apply them throughout your day. For instance, when working on the law of focus, you might set specific periods where you concentrate fully on one task without distractions. When focusing on the law of giving and hospitality, make a conscious effort to perform at least one selfless act per day. As these laws become a natural part of your daily routine, you will likely notice a shift in your perspectives and experiences. Challenges may become easier to navigate, relationships may deepen and become more meaningful, and personal and professional goals may be achieved with greater satisfaction. Embracing the 12 laws of karma is a transformative journey that does not end with the last page of this book. It is an ongoing process of learning, growth, and enlightenment that continues throughout life. Each day offers a new opportunity to apply these timeless principles, bringing you closer to a life filled with peace, joy, and profound fulfillment. As we close this chapter, remember that the path of karma is both a personal journey and a universal quest, connecting us to the deepest truths of our existence and to one another. May these laws guide you wisely, illuminate your path, and inspire you to live your best life.